new kind of video in series. I don't know what exactly I'm going to call it, but today we're going to be talking about spooky stuff. And the spooky stuff in particular is a urban legend from Japan. Now, this one has haunted me for a few years, especially after I watched a movie about it. It's called the. Uh, Before I say this, if your discussion is advised, like heavily advised, it's probably gonna be before you see my dumb face in the video. So we're going to be talking about the slit mouth woman. Oh boy, story. Oh boy. So to start us all off, this urban legend dates back during the. I apologize if I mispronounce any of these names. Obviously, I don't speak Japanese. The dates back 12,000 or 12,000. Jesus Christ. Dates back 1,200 to 800 years ago. And the tale is about Kuchisake Onna, also known as the Slit Mouth Woman. While Japan has multiple frightening ghost stories, this one is by far the most chilling, at least to me. The legend starts with a beautiful woman who is married to a samurai, at least in the version of the tale that I've heard. It does vary, but hey, but not everything was as it seemed. She was vain and unfaithful. She cared a lot about her looks. Looks were everything to her. And remember how I said that she was unfaithful? Her husband suspected her of cheating on him. And lo and behold, he was right. He caught her with another man, and she was going to leave her husband for this new guy. Now, her husband didn't take too kindly to this. Understandable if you catch your spouse or your partner with someone else. That's not a oh dang oh well. No, you would be upset. You would be mad. He was upset. He was mad. And also enraged. He drew his blade and gave her a nice smile from ear to ear. Unlike with Joker, we know how she got her scars. He gave her a ghastly smile. Following this savage action, he then asked, "Who will find you pretty now?" While the original tale is a cautionary one to remind people to stay faithful, This one took a gruesome turn. Other versions of the tale include her mouth was mutilated by a woman who was jealous of her beauty, or that her mouth was filled with numerous sharp teeth. Now, just going off the origin story alone, ooh, what scares me the most about this is, I mean, we'll get into what actually scares me about this, but just the like it really did. At least this is just how I'm interpreting the origin story. Like that could happen today. Like just put yourself in the husband's mindset. You you catch your partner with someone. What do you do? Obviously, you'll get mad, and I'm not defending her husband because that's a whole new can of what the fuck. That's a whole that's a whole new level right there. But if anyone has seen Juan or The Grudge, tell me that don't sound like it. So now we're getting into the juicy bits. That's gonna things not to say during a spooky video. That's at the top of the list. Fast forward to 2007. We remember the timeline. 12 to 800 years ago. 2007. A coroner found records of similar shocking cases during the time of day that the story took place, the nighttime. The record showed that many children had died that night. Rumors began to spread of sightings of a woman with similar features were that at the time in place of their deaths, giving the legend a frightening, realistic twist. Now, my room is bright. I'm not home alone. But just reading that again, and mind you, I had to watch videos. I had to research this shit. Oh my. It takes a lot just to scare me with like spooky stories and stuff. Because I watch a lot of horror movies. But goddamn, this story. Whew. This apparent phenomenon can be explained as a woman wearing a surgical mask would approach people, usually children, though reports do vary, at night and usually in in back alleys, and ask them, "Am I pretty?" It's an innocent question. People ask it. This is different. If they said no, she would pull out a pair of scissors, and just like what happened to her all those generations ago, slash them from ear to ear. Leaving them the same gruesome smile that she had. However, if they said yes, she would pull down her mask, showing what gruesome and ghastly mouth that she was hiding. I totally didn't forget the word there. Shut up. And she would ask again, am I pretty? If this time they answered with no, she would either slash their face regardless or let them leave, only to return at nighttime when they're asleep and give them the same smile. Many people believe the only way to break this pattern is to confuse her by saying, you're okay, or so, confusing her, not giving her a positive answer or a negative answer. Those two answers alone could give her potential victim enough time to run away. Now, with all that being said, this could just be another case of old wives' tales or folklore created to give a message. But what if it isn't? What if there is a spirit in Japan of a vengeful woman who stalks the streets and asks any unsuspecting bystander, am I pretty? Well, with that being said, that's the end of today's scary episode, video. I don't know what to call this since it's the first episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have you encountered the slit mouth woman? And do you have any other scary stories that you'd like me to cover? Please comment down below. Stay safe. And remember, always answer, you're okay, or so. I can't think of any other way to finish that rhyme. So stay safe. Always lock your doors at night. And look at what's behind you.